So apparently, we're getting a new television series for Yakuza, which is supposed to be premiering this upcoming fall on October 24th on Amazon Prime Video. And it's something that came as a surprise to me at first, but then at the same time, the Yakuza franchise is one of Sega's most popular IPs that they have outside of Sonic the Hedgehog. And the series is going to have Kazuma Kiryu as the main protagonist. And I believe he was the main protagonist for the original Yakuza game, which came out back in 2005. And pretty much the story is he's facing an 18-year prison sentence after taking a fall for a crime that he didn't commit. And honestly, I feel like this whole thing sounds really intriguing, and I do feel that a lot of the older Yakuza games should have gotten like television adaptations a long time ago. I believe we got a movie for Yakuza back in 2007, but for the most part, that was a Japanese exclusive. Have no idea what the budget was, but I know that in terms of box office, it did over 5.2 million, and I'm not exactly sure whether or not that's good. It all depends on what the budget was, but it's a film that got swept under the radar. And for the most part, at the time, Yakuza wasn't really that big in America. People were into other, like, more popular franchises in relation to video games during that time, like Grand Theft Auto and Hitman and all this other stuff. But but yeah, it's hard to believe that the Yakuza series has been around for almost 20 years now, because next year will be its 20-year anniversary. And I do feel like a um a TV series is something that could draw more interest in the franchise. That's something that can attract more casuals. And if this is something that ends up being a success following its premiere on Amazon Prime Video, then maybe Sega could take it to the big screen again in America, and hopefully, it'll be a bigger box office success than the film they got back in 2007. Now, for the most part, I do feel like a Dragon, Yakuza, it'd be better off if it's just adapted from like the original game or one of the older games. But I don't think, doing a standalone, television series is something that's going to work for the most part, because we saw what happened with Halo, how the creators tried to make it a standalone TV series, and it got canceled after the second season. So we're just gonna have to sit back and see how season one of Like a Dragon Yakuza is. Whether the production's good, the script's good, the dialogue's good, all that other stuff. The actors are on point. We have to kind of like sit back and see how all that stuff looks. And hopefully it gets a second season. But nothing's really promised for the most part, because I remember watching Tekken Bloodline this past year, and season one was dope, but I don't think it got renewed for a second season, at least not to my knowledge anyways. And you look at there was like a Scott Pilgrim anime that I believe it premiered last year on Netflix. And I don't think that got a second season either, even though season one was fun. So when it comes down to video game, television series, and all that stuff, nothing is necessarily promised. But I do feel like this is an opportunity for the Yakuza series to shine, to grow its fan base, to appeal more to casuals. And I'm actually looking forward to season one of Like a Dragon Yakuza once it premieres on Amazon Prime Video this upcoming fall.